Welcome to Canal Media's weekly roundup from the banking sector. This week, bank employees across the country strongly raised their demand for 5 days banking through the hashtag 5-Day Banking Now campaign on social media. The United Forum of Bank Unions has also announced an all India strike on January 27, stating that the long pending demand for a 5-day banking week remains unresolved despite earlier agreements. Delays in compassionate transfers at Indian Bank and RBI's new data rules were also in focus. RRBs saw debates over eligibility criteria in casual worker regularization and discussions about improving governance and management of RRBs under NABARD. Here are the developments that shape this week's banking headlines. Hashtag 5-Day Banking Now. Bankers flood X in a united digital push for work-life balance. Bank employees across the country, under the banner of the United Forum of Bank Unions, took to social media on January 4, 2026, amplifying their long-pending demand for 5 days banking through a coordinated Twitter campaign. The hashtag 5-Day Banking Now witnessed massive engagement, reflecting growing frustration among bankers over delayed implementation. Union leaders called the campaign a commendable success. Indian bank officers pending transfer on compassionate grounds highlights family hardship. An Indian bank officer has repeatedly requested a transfer due to prolonged family separation, medical hardship, and difficulties in managing dependent children. The applications, submitted through official channels, are still pending, seeking relocation closer to the family. RBI links supervisory returns framework with new data quality scores. The Reserve Bank of India has linked its supervisory returns framework with newly introduced data quality scores to improve accuracy and consistency in banks' reporting, making proper data management an important part of official rule-based monitoring going forward. IDBI Bank's strategic sale likely to spill over the next fiscal year. The sale of IDBI Bank is likely to take place next financial year as official steps and approvals are still ongoing. This shows delays in completing one of the government's important plans to sell its stake in the bank. AIUBEF raises objection to settlement on identification of special assistants in Union Bank of India. The All India Union Bank Employees Federation has objected to a December 15, 2023 settlement on identifying special assistant posts in Union Bank of India, citing changes in business and CASA criteria. The issue, covering financial years 2021 to 2023, has been raised with the Central Labour Authorities for review. AIRRB raises concerns over eligibility criteria in RRB Casual Workers Regularization Scheme. The All India Regional Rural Bank Employees Association has written to the DFS about the regularization of casual workers in RRBs. The association raised concern over eligibility conditions, documentation, and the cutoff date in the proposed scheme. RRB unions and DFS hold conciliation talks over IPO issue. Conciliation talks were held on January 5, 2026 about the proposed IPO of RRBs. Employee unions, the DFS, sponsor banks and regulators took part in the discussions. The talks ended without any agreement between the parties. Inside a banker's blueprint for NABARD-led unified governance of RRBs. An anonymous banker has proposed a NABARD-led unified governance model for RRBs, suggesting structural reforms, better oversight, and a phased transaction. Currently, RRBs are managed by multiple sponsor banks with different priorities, raising concerns about consistency, accountability, and long-term sustainability. The proposal for NABARD to take a central management role is seen as a possible solution of these issues. That's all for this week's roundup. Stay tuned with Canal Media for more updates and developments that matter to bankers.